Hey everyone, this is VJose32. This is 366 Days of Cards, and I just wanted to say, before I get started, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas all through the town. Alright, enough of my scene. I'm just saying that because I look outside the window and everything is white. We're having a major snowstorm here, and throughout most of Western Canada have had a lot of snow, and probably parts of the States. It's all thanks to a miserable Colorado low, as they call it, that we get from time to time. And it basically turned into winter overnight. Anyway, today we'll be looking at the new Ace Fulton's decks, and I'll compare it to the originals. Let's start with the box. As you can see, oops, wrong one. As you can see, the new ones are blue and red, and they actually have white borders, and the Ace Fulton's Casino sign / logo is in white. Meanwhile, on the original, there was no white borders, and the sign logo was in black, as you can see. And it's just a solid color. Also, the box in these ones, the originals, is kind of a rough cardboard type box. These ones are more your standard smooth, shiny box, as you can see. Everything else is the same as far as I can tell. It says Fulton's on top. The only other difference is the new ones say Ivory 37 on the bottom, whereas the old one said Cambric 37. That's the finish. They do have embossing, just like the old ones, the first ones. And they also don't have seals, and the front and back look the same, as you can see. And no seals. Of course, for this one, the Midnight Field deck, the original ones were the Sunset Orange, Tobacco Brown, and the Midnight Field, which is a rare one that they gave away with when you bought a brick, or if you bought one of the variety boxes. And this one actually is signed by Fulton. It says Ivory 37 on the bottom, and it's actually got a custom seal on it with the Ace Fulton's Ace of Spades and the number. It says it's 112 out of 2500, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, I've already looked at that one in the past, so we'll put that aside for now. Another thing you'll notice, the originals, when you open up the flap, you get that black embossed Ace of Spades logo and the Free 7, and it says compliments of, although it doesn't say compliments of what. The new one, it has the Ace of Spades logo in blue for the red one, and red for the blue one, right here. And it also says 37, and you'll see the inside of this one is in red, inside of this one is in blue. That's kind of cool. And it doesn't say compliments of anywhere. And the 37 is related to their stock. The cards themselves are fairly identical. The only difference is the new ones, as you can see, have a lighter color, almost white, but not quite white, but it's definitely lighter than the old ones. You do get the same card with the signature on it, and with these quotes on the back, which I won't get into. And you do get this live tip sheet for these playing the ponies, horse racing, betting, and the back on the cards. Now, what you'll notice, the back design is the same, except the original ones had this corner thing here, missing corner if you will. The new ones, just a standard white border, which I think looks good, personally. The rest of the cards are identical. well. The quote cards are fairly standard, except that they just have red and black colors. You notice the hearts have pips that are upside down hearts, which match the logo of the Ace Fulton Casino. As you can see, it's an upside down heart. So I guess that's why they did it. And of course, custom squeezer indices. And each card has a pip that's custom with the Ace Fulton's logo, basically. And then a couple other things you'll notice on the quote cards. The Ace of Spades quote card has that the King of Spades, I should say, has the Ace of Spades pip on it. And there's your Ace of Diamonds. I'm not a huge fan of these pips with this, but now I understand it a little bit better, so it doesn't bother me that much. I just wanted to find a couple cards. These are basically your jokers. It says Compliments of South Las Vegas, Nevada, with the Ace Fulton's Casino logo. The Midnight Field deck, the black one, has different jokers. It doesn't have these at all. It has a couple that are basically strippers, made up of the different pips. The Ace of Spades, just like the other deck, looks like this. Says Compliments. Says the D&D playing card company on the bottom. And the spade pip is a nice, fairly clean, standard pip that looks reminiscent of the ones in the Jerry's Nugget decks and other vintage USPC cards. Queen of Spades, I wanted to point out, I didn't notice this before, but she has a 2 of Spades reveal right here, including the custom pip. You can see right there. So that's kind of cool and different. I think there's something similar, and here's your other Joker, ad card, whatever. There's something similar reveal in the David Blaine decks. Jack of Spades, he's smoking a cigarette here, which I'm wondering if it's a reveal, but I guess not. And the other side he's actually not, so it's kind of cool. Again, your hearts pips are upside down. So basically all the, and here's your Ace of Clubs. All these spade court cards, the King of Spades, Queen of Spades, and the Jack of Spades all have something custom about them. Queen of Spades has the reveal for the 2 of Spades. King of Spades has the Ace of Spades logo / reveal, if you will, and the other one, Jack of Spades, is smoking. And they do have an air cushion finish, or a cambric finish, as the box says. And ironically, the Midnight Fields, which looks pretty nice in black, actually says ivory on the box, but it's not. It's an air cushion or cambric finish. However, the good news is the new decks are not the same finish. The new decks actually have an ivory finish, which is a smooth finish, which means they're slippery and they actually handle much better than the old ones. Plus, I like the colors, the red and blue, much better than the original ones. It has nice clean borders, although they're a little bit off-centered. And they actually look like casino cards, and you look at the backs and the back design and the colors, and they look quite a bit like Jerry's Nuggets. However, the ivory finish might clump easier than a standard air cushion finish deck in the long term. At least that's what I've heard about smooth finish decks, because the dirt can collect on them a lot easier because they have a smooth finish. So longevity or durability may be an issue, but they do handle really nice, as you can see. And if I was to recommend if you were to ask which ones you should get, which ones I would get, I would tell you to pick up these for sure, because they handle a lot better, as you can see, and they look much nicer, I think. Of course, if you're into collecting, you want to pick up all 5 of them. Although the Midnight Field one is a little bit harder to find, because I don't think it's ever been sold individually. Also, if you're interested, they do actually have stripper decks in the Ace Fulton Casino back design, including the black ones that you can't pick up on the website. Just in case you're interested in that, although they are pricey, like $15 each. But yeah, that is what I got. I got some snow shoveling to do tomorrow, so I'm going to get some rest. And I'll see you next time. And stay tuned tomorrow for 12 months of giveaways and more.